more information. We'll do all the
First
driving.
Waymo drive,
Please don't touch
back
the
of a
steering
car with
wheel
no
or
people
pedals
driving.
during your ride. We may use interior cameras, check on riders, improve our products, and more. But our microphones are only on when you're connected to rider support. So sing your heart out. We can't hear you. You can also use the app or passenger screen to speak to a rider support agent at any time. In the rare case of an emergency, please keep your seatbelt fastened and remain in the car unless there's an urgent need to exit. Rider support will connect with you and provide assistance. Finally, relax and thank you for riding
It's very
with us.
talkative. So AI is taking over and we're all going to die. I'd say for review so far, it's about as good as anyone else driving. It did kind of wait round the corner for me instead of where I asked it to pick up, for the pickup. It kind of told me, no, here's where we're getting picked up. So that was fun. So that's fun getting ordered around by AI, isn't it? But oh man, there's a gold gym there. I didn't realise. That's cool. Wonder how long this one's going to take. It does seem fairly safe. Of course, we'll see. It's when it gets bored and decides to smash into everything, that's when it's going to be fun. No, it looks like it should be safe enough anyway. I'm in the back seat, buckled up as best I can. The Waymo over there. It's quite surreal not having a driver at the wheel, at least. I presume it's got like LiDAR or something on the top to kind of say, yeah, we've got traffic lights and what have you. Arrival in 22 minutes. It was supposed to be a 10-minute drive. Oh dear. Sadly, the Waymo's not getting a tip. I shouldn't say that. It'd be really funny if the AI heard you. Okay, I'm not really listening, but I'll listen. You'd think they'd actually record for like training purposes and kind of security. To be honest, so this might be recorded, I don't know. But the sat-nav's got a good sort of view on where all the vehicles are and stuff, so it seems to have general good perception there. But either way, I mean, 22 minutes, okay, a little bit slow, but better to be safe rather than sort of like speeding your way there. I do wonder why it's well, I don't know, because it's a fixed rate, so I presume they're not charging more for taking longer anyways. You've got like a distance thing, how much power. Yeah, might be interesting setting up some servos on a random car and trying this out. The LiDAR thing is probably the most expensive sort of setup because the AI shouldn't be too much of a headache to write. It's just normal sort of clustering algorithms and stuff, and a bit of like collision detection stuff. Probably write this in Python or something, and then somebody's beeping at it. It's probably cut someone up a bit there. That's nice. Waymo drivers, great stuff. Yeah, so okay, yeah, I think it kind of cut someone up a little bit there. But then again, I think they were trying to go before it and trying to push in, so I suppose it just acted like a real driver and sort of like went, no, you're not getting there. This is my road. It could all end badly, but we'll see. So this is part one of Rise of the Machines. See how it goes. think I've got enough battery and space to actually do the whole of this journey and the journey back if need be. I don't know where I'll end up with the Waymo on the way back. This was just random. It happened on my Uber app. I didn't even notice. I was like, oh yeah. But pretty cool. Again, like I say, we'll see how it goes. It definitely seems to be a fairly cautious driver at times. Yeah, it's carrying on now. Yeah, that's quite crazy. 18 minutes, so it's estimating a bit faster now, like 1 minute or 2 minutes faster sort of thing. It might have just been that it had to estimate based upon its speed at the time and stuff and the weight and whatever. So yeah, that's a bit better. I like how it actually shows you the actual navigation and stuff, because that's a good user interface. Anyway, like I say, I don't know where I'm going, so this is going to be really funny if it doesn't know where we're going. And at worst case, I'll just order a different Uber. Seems like fairly nice scenery for what it is. Fairly, quite a lot of office buildings around, but at least there's some sort of trees scattered around the place. Some older looking sort of buildings with some nice features. Some awesome graffiti on the sides there. More graffiti. Art market. Oh, cool. Some actual crazy graffiti all over the place that really looks good. Pink building. Interesting sort of colour choices for these buildings. At least makes it stand out, I suppose. What have I got over the other side? Oh, there's a food truck by looking over there. Barbecue. Random barber shop. It's like the nickel and dime sort of tour. It's like a day in the life of a software developer where they've got to go off and buy a Windows laptop just to do one little quick project. And the only place that's sort of close to get to and easy to grab something cheap and cheerful from is Office Depot today. It's nice enough cheapo laptop. It's going to be about £1,000, I don't know. Something like that. It's only got 16 gig of RAM though, so it's a little bit. Although I'm going to have a quick look around because they might have like a 32 gig one for a little bit more. Like in Best Buy, they had. Actually, to be fair, the amount of time it took to get here, I could have just gone to Best Buy because the idea of this was it was 10 minutes away. Best Buy was about 18-20 minutes away. Now this has took me so far about 5 or 6 minutes, and there's still like about a quarter of an hour left, so it's going to be about a 20-minute drive anyway. So I don't know whether it's worth going from here to Best Buy if they don't have something I want. Have a little, make a day of it, go out for a bit, try and find my way around. It's presuming I don't, have the battery die on me. That'd be a little more fun. Not the car, the phone. It's only got about 25% battery power. I'm not too sure how long that actually lasts. It's a fairly old phone. And the other phone doesn't have Uber on it. I suppose I could just put it on and log in. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's have a look. Nothing super. Oh, there's some nice sort of dead land. Really old buildings, but yeah. It's interesting to see the sort of like a lot of the wooden structures in the US. Like I say, in the UK, it's all pretty much brick structures. I suppose it's quicker and easier to quickly get something built up and torn down. Oh, hang on, a brick structure and some more. That's awesome. So not all sort of wooden structures and stuff. So that's pretty cool. 9.1 million settlement. What the hell? I think that's just some advertising. How we doing? 12 minutes. So it'll be a nice thing, just have a quick look around the office depot and see what we've got. Hopefully they don't say, oh, we're trading now, that'd be really funny. I suppose I've got my business card and stuff, so that'll be okay. First time in office depot this will be as well. It's quite interesting relinquishing control over to someone else to drive, let alone sort of an actual sort of AI driven piece of hardware. I think when Clive Sinclair was going, oh yeah, let's make electric cars, and everybody thought he was crazy. Yes, he probably was crazy at the time, but I think we've come to a point where there's electric cars almost everywhere now, so it's kind of become a normal thing. Not so much in the UK. There's less electric cars. I mean, to be fair, I'm looking here, and the majority of the cars seem to have, gas guzzlers, which is awesome. I'm happy either way. So I couldn't really imagine an electric Mustang or something. It just doesn't. I don't know. Not to say I'm against electric cars. We're at kind of a standstill for a bit now. So it's 9 minutes, might turn into like 10. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, we're on the move again. Looks like some sort of a retail park or something, or one of those enterprise things. Some building work going on by looking at it. Or is that? No, that's just literally a rental place for stuff. That's awesome. What else have we got? Nothing crazy. We got some random gas stations and stuff going around. Things. It's interesting that you have to kind of travel so far just to go to the shops. One thing I've noticed about the US, everywhere is far away. It's like, you want to go meet your next door neighbour? Well, let's travel for 20 miles. It's definitely a different experience. Trying not to get anyone's number plates in on this, because I don't want to, but I don't want to invade anyone's privacy or anything. It's really weird as well, because I mean, at least in the UK, one thing what you get if you're in a taxi, the taxi driver's quite chatty, and they'll have an entire conversation with you all that time. I suppose you could actually have in here, instead of just talking to support, you could probably have like a little chat bot that talks to you and stuff, or so you could like research things or look up things while you're waiting for the drive and that. Back at the red lights again. It's a nice 4x4 off-road driver there. I can't see it properly. Yeah, it's only a little one. Like, there's a lot of decent cars that I keep seeing. So round where I'm most of the time, you get all the cheapo Lexus and all the bits and pieces. But I do like the pickups far better. If I had my way, I'd just get a lorry or like a decent sized Jeep or something. H2s I quite like, but they're not that reliable. They seem like they should be, but they don't seem to be the best of things. But, very commercialized stuff. I do like pickups though, especially the ones where you can like rip the back off or put a fresh back on and add seats or take away seats and stuff like that. I had a little play with a few Cybertrucks. They're not the biggest fan of the controls and the sort of glide, like the bit of a weird glide to them. I presume once you get used to them, they'll be fine. I like the idea of them, but they're not necessarily. That's cool. It's LiDAR actually picked up that person who was on the bike, and you can see all the people. It's got some okay resolution. It seems to be about real time because I'm looking at the people walking past, and it's kind of the same. So it's doing that pickup nice. I mean, it's kind of the Google type thing anyway, so and they're usually quite accurate with their spinny things on the top. Very technical term, that, spinny things on the top. So we're 16 and a half minutes, maybe 17 minutes into the sort of journey, and we've still got like 6 minutes left. So it's going to be over a 20-minute drive, and somebody's beeping and I think waving something around, and he's putting his thumbs down to a Waymo, I think. That's one thing. Like I say, I think there's mixed opinions on these Waymos. Some people will stand in the way of them to stop them going, because I presume they're seeing it as it's taking over sort of drivers' jobs, so you've got a loss of revenue for some drivers. Now, I don't really have an opinion either way as far as a customer's concerned. Other than it took quite a while, and I think a person would have probably cut a few more corners. so probably a safer drive in theory, but a slower drive. So I'd say if you're in a mad hurry, maybe not get away, man. And hopefully nobody sort of like hates on me for sitting in here and letting the AI drive me about. I mean, good to get people's opinions anyway, because it's always interesting to see. And like I say, I'm fairly agnostic to who's driving me. That looks pretty cool, that then. Kind of in the back of my mind, still waiting for a man to crash up, but as far as I can tell, they seem to be driving fairly well. The LiDAR is probably far more accurate than sort of like a person trying to perceive things and getting distracted, so it's a bit weird tipping an AI as well. It's a bit like, okay, yeah, thanks for your service. I don't know, kind of mixed opinion on that. But then again, if an actual driver took this long to do a 10-minute drive, I wouldn't be tipping them anyway. You know what I mean? I suppose it's a matter of perspective. Okay, let's look how far. It says 3 minutes. Let's see how accurate that really is. Storage place. Honest Mary's. Sounds like, Honest Dave. He's honest. Body shop over there. That's cool. Another Waymo over there. I just realised they had that little side thing going there as well. That's good. kind of saw another Waymo in there as well. That's pretty cool. Kind of seeing the difference between things. I think that'd be good if they are like mesh network together. That'd be good because you could kind
For
of
your
get.
safety,
Oh.
the doors will remain locked when we arrive.
Okay,
Pull the handle twice to exit. The first pull unlocks. The second opens the door.
that's pretty cool.
Almost there. Don't forget your phone, keys, or wallet.
Okay, we've got another gold gem. Damn. Art supplies, what the hell? Okay, this looks like kind of one of those sort of shopping centre areas where you have a load of different shops, but there's a big sign saying office depot, so I don't think we'll kind of miss it too much. It's going to be in this general area at least. It'll be interesting to see if it stops right outside or whether it just randomly stops me somewhere in the general vicinity. FedEx. Office depot, I was stopping right out the front. Awesome. Well, looks like I'm alive. And we got a lot of
You're
dinging.
here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
Will do. Single to unlock, second to open. Okay.